Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon. I'm smashing that super thanks button down below. Also, everyone type in where's Dashy. So, I'll start off with OMI. Boy, do we have some things to go over. First, I'll talk about Bit4X, which has a APY staking rewards for OMI now. They are offering 6% for all those that lock up, I think, for the year. Be advised, I will never do this. Not on Bit4X. If they offered something like that on Binance, maybe if they said, hey, you could do it for like 3 months, maybe I would do it. But not Bit4X. Bit4X is a relatively smaller exchange. I do not think it's worth it for this. Now, it's like, well, Chavez, you can lock up 100 million, get 6 million free OMI. You know, in the future, that 6 million free OMI could be worth millions of dollars. You're absolutely correct. But if that exchange goes down, you are hecked. You are hecked 6 ways to Sunday. So yeah, I would not do that. I always recommend putting your OMI or any of your crypto on either a trust wallet or a ledger, not your keys, not your crypto. Some people might do it and it might be fine and they might get some free OMI. Not me, bro. Not gonna catch my brown butt doing that. But speaking of small exchanges, we have something to go over. We have a new exchange that had just renegade listed. There was no official marketing from Akomi or Veve or anything, but we do have a couple of. It's called BitUbu Exchange. BitUbu Exchange has almost 16,000 followers. Yeah, big exchange. Not really. They rank 187 on exchanges, but you know what? Am I the Hulk in Avengers Endgame? Because I see this as an absolute win. You can see that people are already trading on there, and as far as the volume, they have the same amount of volume as OKX or OKEX, which I thought was really interesting. Obviously, most of the volume does come from Bit4X, then AscendX, and then actually BitUbu, and then Gate, and then Uniswap, and then or Uniswap and then Gate. So is it what we want? Not necessarily, but hopefully more and more exchanges do this. I don't know if they did this specifically because Bit4X said, hey, we're offering these APY for staking for OMI, and they looked at it like, okay, let's do it. Who knows? We'll see. That being said, OMI is up for the day. I think a lot of it is because of the news. Up about 2.8%, up obviously still up above that 001. And we do have over $1 million in volume today, which I thought was really interesting. And if you take a look at CoinGecko, what do you see? You see the Marvel Mighties in plushie form. And it's like, well, I hear your questions, Chavez. How do we really know that is Marvel Mighties? Because if you go to shop.disney.com, and you take a look, you take a look, and it says Mighty Marvel Superheroes Mystery Plush. So I thought that was really interesting. Obviously, we have the Black Panther, we have Spider-Man, and we have Falcon. We do not have Ms. Marvel, and we do not have Hulk yet. Now, David did tease having Hulk the other day. Somebody says, you might have Hulk, but we have Lambo. David retweeted saying, why not have both? I do believe we get him next month. The big consensus is that people do not want Hulk as a Marvel Mighty. They want Hulk as kind of what Swamp Thing was, something big, something animated, something that has sound. I would really love it if he has, the thunderclap. Comment down below your favorite Hulk move, because he's got a bunch. The Ms. Marvel one, though, I don't think we're going to get that till like November, because that's when the Marvels movie comes out. But speaking of Mighties, which I do believe she will be a Mighty. I called it. Didn't I call it? I certainly called it. Marvel Mighties for the Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumania. So for these, I'll go over a couple different things. I'll actually read what I wrote on Twitter, saying, on Tuesday, Marvel Studios will be releasing the 10th Mighty set on Veve. I think the best one to go for will be Cassie Stinger Lang. I'm super salty that they're calling her Cassie Lang as opposed to Stinger. Like, give her the name, please. Like that, we know that's who it is. Anyway, I'm nitpicking here. She's got a sweet suit like Scott and Hope, and she's being mentored by the original Ant-Man, Hank Pym, which is being played by Michael Douglas. She has 1,000 less additions than the common and uncommon in this set, and is more popular than the two ultra rares, which are Jan Van Dyne and Hank Pym. Those are at 2,500 each, 2,500 mints. There's also only an 800 mint difference between her and the MODOK airdrop. And you're saying, well, Chavez, how do we know that MODOK airdrop's only going to have 2,500? Well, because if you have let's say you go for the blind box and you get one of the ultra rares that have 2,500. I'm sorry, the ultra rare Jan Van Dyne that has the 2,500 mints. If you have one, and you know that if you have a full set, you're going to get the MODOK airdrop, then most likely you're going to spend the extra $30 to get the other ones just so you can get the airdrop. And like, well, Chavez, how do you know the other ones are only going to be $30 total? Well, if you take a look at the mint numbers of the common and the uncommon, they're 4,200. The mint commons of the mint editions for the commons of the Wakanda Forever set, such as M'Baku, the king of heckin' Wakanda, and then Queen Ramonda, again, royalty, you have, they're sitting at like $5. I think actually Queen Ramonda is like $385 and M'Baku's like $485. These are not, and M'Baku I think is cool AF. Queen Ramonda, she got Angela Bassett, she got a Golden Globe for that role. People don't seem to like them. Now, granted, Ant-Man is an actual Avenger, and Wasp is really cool as well. So maybe they're a little more popular. Maybe they're not $385 and $45 respectively. Maybe they're $5 each. But again, those are the same mint numbers. They have 4,200 each. What about the ones, the uncommons that have 3,200 mint numbers, like Cassie Lang, and like the ultra rare of one of the ultra rares of this set, Hank Pym? Well, 3,200. The other ones that we can compare it to really are the uncommons of the last Marvel Mighty set, which is Okoye and Nakia. Now, Nakia, and I won't go into spoilers for Black Panther, but she's very close to Chitala. She's very close. She'll be in more movies. And then Okoye, who's the head of the Dora Milaje, heckin' cool. But same thing, they're like $5 or $6. So I don't really see any of these really going above, I would say, $8. The only reason that I think they could is because these are all first appearances, which are great. They're all interactive. So what does that mean? Well, we've had interactive on the Lambos, and I'll get to the Lambos in a minute. The Lambos, you touch them, the doors open, no sound, but they open. So I would say that these, the Ant-Man stuff, especially the first three, Ant-Man, Wasp, and then Stinger, you press them, they probably get big, they probably get small. Maybe Wasp wings come out. I don't know. I'm not sure what the animation is for the interactiveness for Hope Van Dyne and Hank Pym. Comment down below if you're curious, or if you have an idea. But yeah, these are, in my opinion, probably going to be, I would say maybe $6 or $7 for those. I don't think they're going to be too big. But that ultra rare, if you get that ultra rare Jan Van Dyne, the other ones, it literally might cost you $25, $30 for the rest of the set. Because again, there's only 5 of them of these in general, as opposed to Last Wakanda Forever, which was 6. You get all 6, you get the 7th one as the airdrop. This one you get all 5, you get MODOK as the airdrop. But also, I don't like the last airdrop was Shuri Black Panther, and it looked heckin' amazing. This airdrop is MODOK, which is kind of has like a cult following in the comics, can be a little bit of a fan favorite, but I'm surprised they even did him in the freaking movie, but it worked. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that character, but someone called him a golden tater tot. And yeah, it does not look, I think, as good as Shuri Black Panther. Shuri Black Panther still remains the scarcest Marvel Mighty. She will do, unless just nobody goes for the set, but we'll see. Moving on. Yes, Lambo. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Sorry, I love Taylor Swift. Comment down below if you're a Swiftie. I can see other car brands take a look at how well this did and decide to come over to Veve themselves now. This is different from the Aston Martin drop because the Aston Martin drop sold out when the sentiment was super high. Also, Lamborghini tried to release NFTs on their own and failed in a really bad way. So for them to do another drop here and have it be insanely successful gives it that next level of wow factor. Because again, they already had a drop that they tried and it did not work out too well. And more on that in a minute. Actually, I'll read it to you right now. Also, before I get to that, I do want to finish off on the Ant-Man stuff. I am going to stack the Cassie Lang of the Ant-Man one. Why? Because Catherine Newton did an amazing job. She could play this character for 25 years and then be 2 years younger than Paul Rudd is right now as Ant-Man. She's a future Young Avengers character. I'm going to stack her. Maybe 1%. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. We have somebody who I won't, throw under the bus, saying Lamborghini have their own NFT collection, which is available at nft.lamborghini.com. He said, I'll always go direct. In the comments, he says Lamborghini could still drop a 3D NFT to holders of their first NFT. It was first, that's enough for most, and they have some good info on them. So I respond, you can't really say that's enough for most when most didn't bother with their drop. Most actually went for the drop on Veve that were 3D and animated as well. And then someone had responded, Harley Quinn prefers Lambos. I thought that was pretty dope. I thought that was pretty cool. In other news, we have John Travolta holding a Toby. So I thought that was really interesting. Comment down below if you have one of those. So a little bit more on Lambo. We do have someone called Kurazami. You guys might have seen him in my YouTube comments or other places. He had mentioned on my live stream today, I just bought gems for the first time in 2 years. So somebody going and being inactive for 2 years, or at least not buying gems, and Lambo brings them back in. Again, I've seen this before. With this is the first time in a while that people really like to, that are people all across the globe are extraordinarily excited, with the exception of some people from Asia, and I'll get to that in a second. I had a whale tell me today that this is the first drop they've been this excited for since Vader, or since like the Golden Moments week. So it's really exciting to see that. Going back to what I just said, if we take a look, I think it was called like Asian NFTs or Asian Veve NFTs. They had commented on, I think, one of Veve's posts, and they had mentioned, hey, listen, this is not available in Asia. Us in Asia are tired of paying secondary market prices when this. So you do see the company that is getting not just pressure from us in the West or people in Europe that are going to say, hey, can we onboard some new users? What about Asia? You do have people from Asia as well. So they are getting pressure from both sides. So it's not like they're not listening. It's not like they're not hearing us. I guarantee you they're 100% hearing us. What's the major holdup? I don't know. It could be any type of, it could be crypto pay-in, or it could be any type of fiat on-ramp. Again, I don't know exactly how, I know it'll differ between China and Japan, but I can guarantee you that they have to go through each country and say like, hey, this is what we're trying to do, and get approval. I guarantee you it takes time. If they could have released parts of Asia by now, guarantee you they would have. Also, Mr. Rolex was confirming in Spaces that he's buying any secret rare that go below 900. So I think he has like 7 already. I know that Veve made a little over $400,000 in gross revenue off of the drop, off of the secondary stuff. Probably another 100,000, give or take. It's $500,000 day for them pretty easily. For the Marvel Mighties on Tuesday, they'll clear over 200,000. So shout out to them for that. And then that's before secondaries as well. And we also have Wayne Roberts saying that he sold an ultra rare Darth Vader to get the Lambo. And I love Darth Vader. I don't have one, and I really want a Lambo. But if I had an ultra rare Darth Vader, I don't know if I would do that. And now granted, he goes on and says, some may say it's crazy, but let's face it, there are over 6,500 ultra rare Darth Vaders. Might as well take a shot. And I understand there's 10 times as many Darth Vaders as there is this, but Darth Vader is the villain. Like, everyone knows him all over the world. I'm not saying that people don't for Lambo, but it's just, I feel like there are a lot more nerds than there are, people into, supercars. Maybe. Now, granted, girls really like supercars, and maybe girls aren't that interested in Darth Vader. I don't know. I feel like if I had a 100,000 or 200,000 Darth Vader figurine or an actual Lambo, I feel like girls might pay a little bit more attention to me if they saw the Lambo as opposed to Darth Vader. I will say that, but I don't think I would have done that, but people are doing that. They have the opportunity to do that, and they are. So just reporting on it. And like I said, whales do be chomping though. We had Clever Jerk buy the number 66 and number 77 of the Lambo Secret Rare, and Clever Jerk had also bought the number 321 for the ultra rare, the rare, and the uncommon. Dude is a mad lad. I would imagine had spent, what, 6K, 10K today, maybe 5 figures. It was a really wild day for a lot of people. You have other people that, like, such as Corey being real with you. I was on NFT Pirates stream before with, obviously, NFT Pirates, with Silicon Secure, with Mr. MC1, and then we have My Collectibles on there as well. Corey being real with you said, just match my number 47 logo and the rare his logo with the rare Lambo, silver and gold, which I think it's more silver and yellow, but it's very, very close to the silver and gold Veve logo. So a lot of people are matching with that, and I cannot, because as other people like Heather from Kuroga had matched her number 93 with the rare 93. Shout out to her. She's a beast. I heckin' love her. I have number 41 logo, and I have number 490, but number 490 is not available on the market. But the number 41 rare Lambo is $7,000, and I do not have that, and I'm not going to sell OMI for that. I don't need to match it that badly. I do heckin' want one though. Okay, so we do have a report from Mitch saying not all accounts with single collectibles are illegitimate. There are legitimate new users coming to participate and then choosing to list. New accounts default to private settings. As the community grows, there will be more of these, so everybody has to start somewhere. Farsilt replies that, is there a reason that new accounts default to private? There is no personal information revealed on a collector's page, and I think that for some who take the extra time to not purchase from accounts that appear illegitimate, like me, knowing that you have to toggle this would help. And Mitch Mack says, making your account public should be a choice, much like how I can choose to turn this Twitter account public. My personal Veve account is not public because I haven't gone in to change it. Account settings are not a new concept. Which is, I understand this. I would much rather everyone profile already be public and then have them private the account if they choose to, because it does take a little work. And again, I don't think it necessarily matters because you can see what people have on Immutable X anyway, even if you go and choose to make it private. I don't think it really matters. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Moving on, we have Brock McBreadcat going on and saying, lots more to come. The Feesh Hub just dropped its first phase, which lets you customize your PFP. Comment down below if any of your Feesh have found love. If you want to get into the Feesh Finder game or the Feesh Finder game where your Feesh can find love, link down below to mint a Feesh. They are my heart and soul. One more comparison for the Aston Martin and the Lambo. Comics and Crypto had mentioned, with the same floor price of 1,300 gems, which car would you rather own on Veve? Would you own the Aston Martin or the Lamborghini? And 63% have chosen the Lambo. Now, I also think that this is very different for two reasons. It's because you have the Aston Martin, which listed at $1,000, which is kind of a lot. And again, that is the one that was one of 500. And this one is technically one of 600, but only like 480 or 460 were available. Really only retailed at $70, and you're lucky if you got it. And they still managed to be the same price. I think that if the Aston Martin was listed at, let's say, $100 or $500, it would be a lot different. I don't know if the price would reach this high. And a lot of people that paid $70 for this, like if this were, if it were to have the same thing, $1,000 price, I think this would actually reach closer to $2,000. But again, just my opinion. Also, why they went for this, or why Veve and Lambo actually went for this, because the most sold model, the most famous Lambo model, the Lamborghini Huracan, has surpassed this figure to become the most popular Lamborghini vehicle. The Huracan is popular for a reason. Exterior design and heart racing performance equipment can take your breath away. So it is the most desired Lambo model. So David Yu had commented it on one of Disney's posts. Disney had posted, "Encanto is the gift that keeps on giving. Hashtag Disney100. The picture states, which Madrigal family gift would you want the most? And then David Yu just replied, heart. So maybe we get some Encanto for next month in March. We don't talk about, when is Hispanic Heritage Month? I don't even know when that is. Like, take my brown card. I don't care. But if it's that, then I could see us getting a little bit of Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno, one of the best songs out there. And David also commented on one of my statuses. I was talking about all of the Ant-Man stuff. I had mentioned that Shuri Black Panther will remain the scarcest Marvel Mighty. That being said, these new ones are interactive and it's very exciting. And David had said, and the airdrop, which is something that I mentioned in my next post. But I said 100%, them being interactive, having 1K less mints than the last set, and the airdrop will all make this sell out within a day. Also, Veve logo holders are not the only ones that are matching their Lambo with their Veve logo by color. We have people that own the ultra rare Miles Morales, that is red and black, totally Sith colors, and they're matching it with the ultra rare Lambo as well. Number 412. People are going really fun with this, and I'm here for it. Also, David Yu just posted in a Binance New Zealand AMA series, premium licensed NFTs, how global brands are making NFTs part of their strategy. You have David Yu, founder and CEO, and then you have Ben Rose, who's the general manager of Binance New Zealand. David saying, I'm so looking forward to this AMA. Hashtag Vivi, hashtag Vivi Collectibles, hashtag Vivi Collection, hashtag Vivi Fam. It does not say a date, though. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.